is 2 inches. So he measures about 31.5. So we're going to fit him with a one size smaller liner, which this one right here is a 310. And then first what we'll do is, we have a couple pads here. These two right here are the thickest ones. We're going to put it on each side of his kneecap. Okay? Can I have you straighten out for me? I'm going to have you put, can you put your hand here and hold that for me, please? Thanks. We also have his fibular head right here. I'm going to stick one on there. And his distal tibia, he doesn't have very much soft tissue on the bottom. So I'm just going to put one right there as well. See if they'll hold. I give this a good pinch. Okay, let's relax. Here, bend your knee just a little bit for me. So with this, I want it to slightly go on the outside and down a little bit. And then this will just make sure that there's a good relief in the socket. Okay, good. Next, we're going to put a garbage bag over the liner. Next, we're going to put a sheath. Tuck it in on the top. Then we're going to take a Sharpie. And what we'll do is we're going to draw around the kneecap. Now this is going to be large because of the pads, which is fine. And then what I usually do is I bisect the kneecap in half. Then I'll mark at the very top of the knee, right about here. And then we'll just blend all these in together. Okay. I'm also going to feel for his fibular head. And then his distal tibia is right there. Okay. All right, can I have you bend your knee all the way for me? Relax just a little bit. Right there, perfect. Then what I do is I usually just draw a line that tells me how high up we're gonna need to go. Okay, you can come straight back again. All right. Perfect. Okay. So next what we're gonna do is we get the splint. You'll see this little area right here that's cut out. This is going to be the same area on the lateral side of the limb where the fibular head is. I'm going to soak it in some water. The hotter the water, the faster it sets off. So if you use cold water, especially if they're new to casting, we'll give them more time to work with it. Grab right here. And I kind of just wring it out a little bit. And then I'll kind of just put it right to where the drawing's at. Making sure to keep it out of the, away from the fibular head. I mean, it can take 5 to 10 minutes for this to cure.
Right.
Depending on how hot of water you have, and I'm sure that if it has like impurities in the water, it's not going to go quite as fast. This was actually decently hot water. And then so I just kind of like leave it this shape. Some people, you kind of want to keep your hands off it. Some people like to really like push in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of massage it in. Yeah, if the water's really cold, it can take quite a long time. All right. So now we can feel that it's hard, okay? So nice and slowly, I'll have you straighten out for me, okay? So you see how this doesn't move at all? It stays in the same spot. So then we're gonna grab, this is actually fiberglass.
So you put the fiberglass in the water.
In the water, yep. That's how it sets off. Wait for all the air bubbles to come out. So that's another thing with this thing too. You want to make sure it's very well saturated. So you might need to leave it in there for at least 30 seconds. Okay? Then when I grab this, you see how the rolls right here is towards the top side? And then this is down. Okay, it makes it a lot easier to roll. Okay? So I do one on top, and then I slowly keep going down. And when I get to about halfway, I'm going to start doing like some figure eights to get the very bottom of the limb. Come here, come back on the bottom. So this one only needed one. So this should cure a lot faster than the first splint.
You're just making sure there's no air in there. Like
I'm just making sure that it takes the shape while it hardens.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's already fairly hard right now. I'll give it like another minute. Like sometimes where this ends can start like to flap off and stuff.
Okay.
So as long as you just keep massaging until it hardens, then they'll stay in place.
Gotcha.
It's important you wear gloves. Like fiberglass gets real sticky, and it can take a long time to get off your hands. So do patient name, we'll do the side, which is, he's a left. And then that should do it. And then this is a 3. And then that's the liner. That should be good. So now what I do is fold this over. Relax a little bit for me. Flex and extend for me a little bit.